Alright, we're over here in my friend Shringa's garden in the middle of LA. He's got it going on back here. Cool. So what are you working on, Shringa?
Well, in this garden today, we're going to put compost around the grapes.
Righty. Ooh, look at that. Nice orchard. Get a close-up of that. I see you got a scarecrow in the back. Cool. Alright. Oh, and so here are your compost bins?
Well, that's the buckets.
So you have like, okay, so here are the compost materials, and then you mix them in with the kind of the wood chips and hay that you get from another source. And then what are these for over here, these ones?
Well, this is one of the highlights of this garden here is the water filtration system.
What's the point of the water filtration?
Get the chlorine out of the water.
And the fluoride too, right?
Well, I don't get the fluoride. That would be nice, but I didn't do that.
How many contaminants, or what percentage of contaminants are you able to get out of your water using this system?
Oh, you can just look at the filter. Hang on.
I have a reverse osmosis in my house, and they said it's about 94%, gets 94% of the fluoride, but I'm looking at a distiller.
I use distilled water.
You use it?
For my house.
How do you, how many gallons can you get from your, what's the quantity you need?
I make 1 gallon every 4 hours. That's
Yeah.
not just continually running, is it? Don't have that just running.
Oh. Okay, so what is this we're looking at here?
A Home Depot whole house water filter to remove chlorine.
Okay, only chlorine.
Well,
Or
sediments.
lead and sediments and, you know, chemical fertilizers and such. Okay, anything else besides chlorine?
Then, since the tenant pays the water bill, we got a water meter to record exactly how much water we use for the garden. And so the tenant who pays the water bill is reimbursed for all that.
Cool. How did you say they're reimbursed again? I just wanted to...
See, we measure the water.
Okay, okay.
And we know how much it costs from the city.
Oops. Alright. And this is kind of an incentive plan by the city to reward you for being efficient with your water use?
No, the landowner, the tenant,
Okay.
pays the water bill.
Alright.
But they don't have anything to do with the garden. So we reimburse the person who pays the water bill
Oh, okay.
for the water.
I get it, okay. Very nice.
So here we have, I think these are some of the berries. Here's the almonds on the almond tree.
Oh.
I planted this almond tree 8 months ago.
Huh.
Yeah, I can't believe it.
It's just shooting up.
Yeah. So I've got, the raspberries are going crazy over there. And so this is my container garden.
Does this store rainwater? Or?
Just stick with what? Don't, right. This is my container garden, and these are raspberries. They're going to be replanted soon. They have potatoes growing here. There's our lemon tree.
What's this thing in the middle, right here?
Oh, that's just an ugly plant. That's a plum tree, the big one in the back.
All right.
One of the points I wanted to point out to you is how people plant trees. I thought you would be interested in this. Both these trees were planted on the exact same weekend. This is an apple tree and this is a fig tree. Notice that the fig tree is probably 5 times bigger than the apple tree.
Yeah, why is that?
The difference is this apple tree is planted the way everybody's taught to plant a tree. You come out to your backyard with a stick and a ball, and you dig a hole a little bit larger than the ball, and you place the ball and your tree stick, and you have the tree stick at the same height that was the soil line, for this soil line, and that's how they teach you how to plant a tree. And if you do that, you'll get good results. This is a nice sized tree. What I did over here on the fig tree, and that's the only tree here that I did this with, instead of having a small hole, I dug a hole that's 1 foot deep and 10 feet in diameter, a 5-foot radius. I took all that soil out and I put it in one of my bucket program here.
You recycled it as compost?
No, I'll
Okay. I'm getting ahead of myself. All right, I'll just listen.
I dug the hole 1 foot deep, 10 feet in diameter. Took all that soil out all at once. Okay, the way I make soil is I put 1/3 soil, 1/3 compost, and 1/3 cow manure.
Where do you get the cow manure?
In San Diego, it's a city of Lakeside.
They'll send it to you, or do you have to drive?
That's a real whole trip.
I'd imagine. You have to take a big truck down there and pick it up,
Well, I
right?
took my big truck down there and picked it up.
Whoa.
So then I mixed in my cement mixer 5 gallons of soil, 5 gallons of compost, 5 gallons of cow manure, and mixed that up really well. And I filled this whole hole, the complete hole up, with that amount, and I planted the fig tree in the middle of that.
Okay.
With that really rich soil, the fig tree grew so much faster than all the other trees. It was big. There was a large difference, and you can tell the two differences here.
Yeah, that's really amazing how much difference that is, and it's just in a simple difference in style planting. It's good to know.
So what I just did with all my trees and all my wood chip mulch away from the tree, and then I filled that in with the compost. So this is all real rich compost right here. Right? Filled up, mixed up in my cement mixer. Then I put on top of that this drip irrigation system, and every 18 inches there's an outlet here that drips water.
Okay.
I think it drips 1 gallon an hour each hole, and every 18 inches there's another hole.
Is it any importance of the direction the hole is facing, or is it just dripping, just to moisten the ground? Okay.
And so each one of these trees is individually watered that way.
I see. And so you, aside from the drip system, do you ever water your trees? Okay, so it's about a gallon of water.
Anything here, it's all automatic.
Good to know. How do these drip hoses connect to the water supply exactly?
Well,
oh, I see.
this garden has 4 zones, and the tree zone comes out right here, and it goes into the ground, and it comes to right here. So this one, the line just goes straight here to this T, and it does the fig tree.
Oh, okay.
And so this is a closed loop right here.
I see that. I see that.
Okay. Then I tee it off.
Oh, how...
And it goes over here. It does not. It drips around the tree.
Yeah.
This is closed. Comes to the next tree over here. And drips around this tree.
Any specific kind of hose is this?
Yeah, that's Home Depot.
It's just
This
Home
was
Depot.
so